This is Jerry Powers, your Loan Saver Consultant. This is the 7th video in a series where we explore the options available to homeowners who are in danger of losing their home through foreclosure. First though, let's quickly review the options that are available. So what's the best option for you? Is it foreclosure? Deed in lieu of foreclosure, which we will be discussing today. Bankruptcy, which we've already discussed, as well as selling your house. Forbearance. Refinance. Short sale or short sale and lease back. And loan modification. So let's look at deed in lieu of foreclosure. So what is a deed in lieu of foreclosure? Well, a deed in lieu of foreclosure is an instrument in which the borrower conveys all interest in a house to the lender to satisfy a loan that is in default and avoid foreclosure proceedings. So why would a lender agree to a deed in lieu of foreclosure? Mainly, it's because it saves the lender the expense of a foreclosure. So why would a lender not agree to a deed in lieu of foreclosure? Primarily because a deed in lieu of foreclosure does not clear out junior liens. We will be discussing this a little bit later. So let's look at the benefits of a deed in lieu of foreclosure. It immediately releases you from most or all of the personal indebtedness associated with the defaulted loan. You avoid the public notoriety of a foreclosure proceeding. A lender may offer a financial incentive to you for moving out, commonly called the cash for keys program, which is not to exceed $2,000, which is paid to you after vacating the property. However, there are exceptions to this. And it may not affect your credit as severely as a foreclosure, although in some cases it will still affect it as severely. And the borrower typically will not be pursued for deficiency judgment. So let's also look at the drawbacks to a deed in lieu of foreclosure. First off, of course, you will lose your home. Your credit score will be affected. You may have to pay a deed tax. And the lender may require that you show that you've attempted to sell the home for at least 30 days before the deed in lieu of foreclosure is considered. And the property must be owner-occupied, no walkaways or investment properties. The borrower must be 31 days delinquent to qualify, which of course would have already affected your credit score. The borrower must provide documentation of a reduction in income or an increase in living expense and documentation which verifies the borrower's need to vacate the property. And the cash for keys consideration must be applied to any junior liens such as a second mortgage or past property taxes or homeowners association dues or any other assessments against the property that are, if there are any. The borrower must provide evidence that certain utilities, assessments, and homeowners association dues are paid in full to the transfer date unless otherwise agreed to by the parties. And if you have any junior liens, such as a second mortgage, the lender may be less willing to accept a deed in lieu of foreclosure in favor of a full foreclosure due to the fact that the foreclosure will provide a cleaner title. In conclusion, a deed in lieu of foreclosure in most cases is not a very good solution. The major obstacle to this solution is the presence of junior liens that the primary lien holder has to avoid. Sometimes these junior liens may be difficult to expose until a foreclosure is executed. A foreclosure disposes of all junior liens, while a deed in lieu of foreclosure leaves them to the primary lien holder to deal with. Therefore, with this in mind, a short sale or especially a loan modification is the preferred solution in the eyes of the lender. So I want to encourage you to stay tuned to this channel where we will explore more of your housing options in the days to come.